Hey guys, this is Shorts on Fire 79 and you're watching Making Hogwarts Part 2. And currently you're looking at two of the general shapes that I'll be using for making the houses, or making the castle for this project. You can see that they're nowhere near done, neither is the cliff face, but right now you're looking at the Great Hall piece, as well as the largest tower and some smaller tower that'll have the bridge coming out of it right over here. You may notice that they're just coated in cork. I haven't really figured out what I'm doing with the texture yet, but I was gonna roll with cork instead of a brick texture because it was just cheaper in mass. I know I said that I wanted this video to be about building, but as you can see the cliff is not looking too great. So we're gonna work on that first, and then hopefully we'll get to building either in at the end of the video or in the next one. So stay tuned for more, and hopefully you'll enjoy this video. Alright, so I got a recent addition to my supplies. I bought these two molds from Woodland Scenics. They're rock molds. This one is the facet rock. You can see that up here, and this one is the base rock. And I found these via Terranscapes, and I was watching his cliff end cap video, and I saw them and I really liked them, so I went and bought some myself. They were 10 bucks a pop. You just pour some Presto Patch in and mix it up and let it harden like a normal mold. And so this is kind of what it is. I'm not sure if it'll focus. Oh yeah, okay, sweet. And so the first one I did, I ran out of Presto Patch. It's empty box, and so it was too thin and it crumbled, but that was okay. It turned out pretty nicely. You can see here that I have about half the way there with the first cliff face, and so I'm basically right now on these corner pieces right here. I'm just putting pieces together like Lego and just slapping them on. I'm using some of the Fix-All, and I just kind of mix them up and then slap it on and then put it on the back of this piece, and then I just hold it there for about 20 seconds and then move on. So it's like placing tile in real home environments. And for this, I did the same thing. I started using the glue over here, but I found that it took too long to dry and it didn't always work. So yeah, this one I tried doing with the Fix-All, but I think the Fix-All was already starting to cure, so it didn't stick as well. And this is the very first piece that I molded, so it was dense and heavy and everything. So the Fix-All didn't stick, but it did provide a smooth surface. So then I did slap on a ton of glue and then just pressed it there and taped it there and held it for a couple of days. And so now it's pretty solid, which is great. This piece is just setting right now, and so are these little pieces. I'm filling gaps as I go, but I have to go over at the end because there are a whole bunch that I missed. Okay, so I've shown you guys how I put on the pieces with the plaster and just pouring it in the mold and whatnot. So now I'm going to... No, this one didn't turn out too well at all. How I take it off when I do place the mold directly onto the foam. I generally just peel off the edges a little bit. I usually have the bucket underneath, but then the bucket got in the way of the video, so I'm not doing that this time. And so I basically just peel it just like this, and this one I know it's not going to turn out well because as I was putting it on, I was scooping giant globs of plaster off with my hand, which meant, yeah, that it dripped out and it did not stick very well at all, which is really disappointing because this should have been a really easy section. Alright, so there you have it. I can't see it from my angle, but you can see it from yours. The bottom actually looks pretty decent, but this top part, let me move this. This top part is a giant hole. Like this is flake, and so that's pretty much useless to me. So I'm gonna leave it, but I'm gonna have to cover it up with some other stuff later on. Alright, so here we are. I'm just about done with this portion of the mountainside. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it outside and sand off the bottom because there are a lot of overhangs and stuff and it needs to sit flat on the board. and so I need to sand that down with a block, and then I'm gonna clean up all this mess, because if you can't tell, the floor is covered in like dust and stuff like that. So I need to clean that up, and then I'll get started on the second one. I need to dump this out as well. This is a one of those Starbucks bags full of wasted, what do you call it? Fix-all. So I need to fix that. You'll see that there are a lot of like cracks and stuff still in here. I haven't covered those up yet. I'm actually debating on if I want to cover them or not. I'm hoping that the paint will just kind of conceal them, but I'm not entirely sure. But I'm actually really happy with the way it turned out. Like, if you look at it, I think it looks pretty solid as a whole. Hopefully once it's painted up, it'll look just as good, if not better. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Shorts out. Would you look at that? My mom tripped over the bag and dumped it all over the floor. Sweet. Now I get to clean this up. Great. Guys, check it out. I finished off both cliffs for the Harry Potter Hogwarts model I'm working on. And I have lined up a couple of buildings. I'm not really pleased with the way it works. I was on the internet and I found this site called the RPF and .com, and I've been there before looking at Star Wars, and I found a thread that is all about Hogwarts. So I checked it out, and it pretty much shattered all my dreams. But I'm gonna keep working on it, and it's not gonna be a studio scale model or anything like that. It's not gonna be 50 feet by 50 feet, but it is almost done. Well, no, not even close. But the cliff face is almost done. I just need to fill some gaps and stuff like that. You'll also notice that the floor has been cleaned. There's no more trash bags, which is nice. I had to go through 2 bags of Fix-It-All because I ran out. Like, I used up, what is this? About a third of that. And so these things are kind of heavy. There will be even more with the buildings. And I have found a way to get some texture going on these things. Right now it's cork. You can see that it looks kind of terrible. And so I read online that some guy made some molds and then poured resin on it. I'm going to give that a shot. Hopefully it works. So up next, hopefully I'll get some buildings done. I want to get the courtyard here finished. That'll be probably my first thing. Well, the Great Hall and the courtyard. And then I'll slowly work on these buildings. None of these are to scale or the right size. They're just placeholders. But actually this one's the right size. And if you look at it, I did some smartness. Yes, that's right. I did smartness. And I figured this would be too tall to put in my car to transport to the actual wedding. So I made it come off. I'm a genius. It's just got a bunch of pipe fittings right here. And I'll just fill this hole with some Fix-It-All and glue. And I'll just put that in there. And then I'll probably put some grooves on here so that that the tube that will become the tower fits the right way when we get to the actual wedding place, wherever that's going to be. You'll notice that their gap in the middle is kind of large. I don't know, it'll be fixed. This piece right here is kind of sticking out, and this one is too, so I'll just shave those down and it'll hopefully push it back closer together. But I'm thinking I might cut out along these lines so that it's a modular set, and that way I don't have to worry about fitting this 4-foot long board in my car, because it's not going to fit. So thanks for looking. Actually, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next video. Hopefully then we will get some buildings going on. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.